Hello. Although country houses were being lost to the economic challenges of the 20th century, some new houses were being built, more compact, no more bachelor wings, fewer billiard rooms and separate smoking rooms for men and women, as bridge for mixed company and the drawing room became popular. Houses were built with attention to comfort, incorporating modern facilities. The demand, which in the main now came not from the aristocracy, but from a rising middle class of industrialists and professionals keen to buy into the romantic notion of country house life, was for modernity with a reassuringly traditional look. The master of producing inventive designs to meet that demand was Edwin Lutyens. Vita Sackville West, commenting on Lutyens' ability to blend all modern conveniences and practicality with a comfortingly familiar ageless style, said his houses had a knack of fitting in. Lutyens began his architectural practice at the age of just 18. On his first commission, he met garden designer and kindred spirit Gertude Jekyll, and in 1896 started work on a house for Jekyll at Munstead Wood near Godalming in Surrey. It marked the beginning of a long and fruitful partnership between the two. Lutyens' early designs followed arts and crafts principles, including using local materials, and drew on an eclectic mix of Tudor elements, such as half timbering and warm red brickwork combined with regional vernacular influences, typically with protective porches and enfolding roofs with tall chimney stacks. This is Goddard's at Abinger Common, Surrey, in local oak, brick and stone with render, now managed by the Landmark Trust on a long lease from the Lutyens Trust. Designed by Lutyens for shipping magnate Frederick Mirrlees and completed in 1900 with a courtyard garden by Gertude Jekyll, originally as a rest home for ladies of small means, a Mirrlees charitable project, and then converted by Lutyens in 1910 into a family home for Frederick's son Donald. Overstrand Hall in Norfolk, completed in 1901 as a weekend retreat for banker Charles Mills, Baron Hillingdon, is built of local flint with brick, stone and tile dressings and half timbering. Since 1999 it has been home to a residential activity centre for young people. Tigbourne Court in Wormley, Surrey was completed in 1901 for businessman Edgar Horne in local honey-coloured bargate stone with bands of tiles. Adding to the architectural mix at Tigbourne is a porch with classical Doric columns. In his later career, Lutyens increasingly leant towards more neoclassical and Baroque architectural designs, a style he dubbed Renaissance, in homage to Christopher Wren. This is Heathcote in Ilkley, West Yorkshire, completed in 1908 for wealthy Bradford wool merchant John Thomas Hemingway, in locally quarried stone from Guiseley and Morley. Two-storey pavilions flank the three-storey central block with hipped red pantile roofs. Ednaston Manor in Derbyshire was commissioned from Lutyens by businessman William Goodacre Player of Nottingham-based tobacco and cigarette manufacturers John Player and Sons, and completed in 1919. Built to an H-plan, the house has a symmetrical brick facade with sandstone dressings, casement windows and hipped tiled roof with trademark bold chimney stacks. Lutyens' biographer A.S.G. Butler described Ednaston Manor as perhaps the most perfect country house in England. Classical Middleton Park near Bicester in Oxfordshire, now converted into apartments, was designed by Lutyens and his son Robert for William Villiers, Earl of Jersey, in the late 1930s, the last great country house to be built before the outbreak of war, in limestone with ashlar dressings. Internally it was equipped with 14 bathrooms, an on-site generator supplying electric lighting, service lift, refrigerated cold store and garaging for up to 15 vehicles. For Home and Colonial Stores owner Julius Drew, Lutyens, against his better judgment, was persuaded to design a 20th century granite castle near to Drew Stainton in Devon. Castle Drogo, completed in 1930, has been in the care of the National Trust since 1974. The interior was fitted with the latest modern conveniences, including electric lighting and lifts, powered by turbines in the River Tean, which flows through the valley below the castle, and a telephone exchange in the butler's pantry. My focus is country houses, but Lutyens' genius encompassed far more than English country houses. There's his international work, notably at New Delhi, and of course his war memorials amongst his many achievements. Lutyens' legacy is celebrated and preserved by the Lutyens Trust, a charity that promotes research and organises cultural tours and social events. The economic challenges faced by country house owners became progressively more acute throughout the 20th century. Since 1900, somewhere between 12 and 1700 grand country houses have been lost, and many more are at risk or survive only as ruins. Next time, in the last part of this series, I shall explore the reasons and how attitudes to our cultural heritage changed over time. If you've enjoyed this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons and click on the notification bell to be informed when the next video is available, or you can subscribe by clicking on the rose window over my shoulder.